too codependent. You hate all of my friends. Don't know how to fix it, but losing you's like taking my last breath. We're so disconnected. Like every time we message, I really thought you meant it. You took it all and now there's nothing left. Took it all and now there's nothing Took it all and now took it all and now there's nothing left. Oh, 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 oh. I can feel the distance when I look at you, you're missing. Who are you with when you're with me? Who's on your mind? 'Cause it's not me. I was addicted, wanted to fix it, for dreams that never existed. We made a road, turn and missed it. Burn this bridge and now there's nothing left. We're so disconnected. Like every time we message, I really thought you meant it. Took it all and now there's nothing. Took it all and now took it all and now there's nothing left. You're too codependent. You hate all of my friends. Don't know how to fix it, but losing you's like taking my last breath. We're so disconnected. Like every time we message, I really thought you meant it. Took it all and now there's nothing left. Oh, 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 oh. ran out of money. Down to my last cigarette. And I lost my honey. But I found the vice I wanna get. Yeah. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up now. I got a plan, I need you right now. I'm addicted to you. Yeah. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. Yeah. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. Yeah. I'm addicted to you. Boom. Don't let the parasites suck it all out of your lungs. Don't let the parasympathetic go silently out. Who are you? Hold while the sinking anesthetic is hollowing out. Falls, let the psychotomimetic hole shatter your light.
Gonna work now? There we go.
Visual musculature that is just straight unhealthy.
Healthy.
Well, sure, that just means eat more, but that's easy to do.
Yes and no.
Yeah, eat more.
This
Yeah.
this next card is the exact opposite of whatever else has been shown recently.
After all the horniness, like I don't think you're supposed to get horny on that card.
Yeah, that's like
We'll do that.
that's like the palate cleanser.
That's the come down.
Gross.
The aftercare.
Sneezing afterward.
Oh, I heard a great thing yesterday, which is what precedes post nut clarity is mid nut crisis.
Well, I won't argue.
Yeah, they ain't wrong. Alrighty.
Oh my god, she just about yeeted my wine glass. What are you doing, Cat?
I'm eating your wine glass, father.
She's trying to give herself a bath on the middle of my desk, and she's just not being very spatially aware.
Is she the kind of cat that can go up to some liquid and then cup it with her paw and then drink it?
Yes.
Okay.
I've not seen her do that, but she's also the type of cat who could or would.
Okay.
Right, everybody, don't be
Because my girlfriend's
Don't
last
be
cat
afraid.
would only drink that way.
afraid because there's gonna be some Fred boat. Real quick.
Hello, Fred Boat.
Do I need to unmute it to hear what the
Yeah, absolutely.
not
do.
furious?
Here we go.
Ooh, it's a little chunky, but
Is it chunky on your end?
a little bit. Yeah.
It's big raining. Not too bad though.
Ah, fuck it then. See ya, Fred boat. That's the problem. Fred boat has issues. We're back on this. Don't worry. I got a similar song. It's just not as repeating and long. So
Okay.
ready for it?
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay. I need to get in roll 20, huh?
All right, I will be muting, so have fun in the new sesh. I'll be hanging out today.
Okay.
Yeah, fun, yeah.
Totally forgot how much I hate the sounds of carnivals.
Oh, this is perfect though.
Exactly.
I'm like Warrior DJ. Oh my god. The card.
Just a boombox.
Yep.
Rat
And
battle.
you forgot a J.
DJJ.
I didn't forget it. The
It's
second J is silent.
DJJ. Oh, DJ.
That's just a rule. There's two J's next to each other.
An
This
accent on it.
DJ.
It's DJ.
DJ.
Okay.
It's a symphonic warrior DJ.
Alright. Well, we're gonna get started. So, everybody ready? Everybody here? Everybody good?
I think so.
Think so.
Is Neon still gonna be posting Yu-Gi-Oh bullshit for the rest of the session?
There's only 12,195 to go, so
Okay. So, the group is all we zoom in on a whimsical looking carnival that's set out outside the outskirts of a nondescript town on the Sword Coast. We see a good amount of people slowly making their way towards the beautiful gate that enters the fairgrounds. And the sounds of calliopes and happy voices and laughter fills the air as the sun is setting on this evening. The Witchlight Carnival is back in town after 8 years of being away, and everybody has been excited about it. People have come from far away to come and visit this carnival and see the sights and sounds and wonders that they've heard so much about. Carnival starts in the evening as the sun goes down and lasts throughout the night, ending in the morning when everybody goes home, sleepy, tired, full stomachs, full with joy, and happy. So, this traveling extravaganza, known as the Witchlight Carnival, is back after 8 years. All of you, including those who work there, have a dim memory of either sneaking into or finding themselves in the carnival as a child, or as a youngling, without paying for your ticket. That memory has grown foggy over time, though it still conjures a weird admixture of emotions. Wonder and awe mixed with loss and regret. During this childhood visit, your character lost something. You tried to find it, but the carnival owners, a pair of elves named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were decidedly unhelpful. "Silly little screeching cricket," said Witch. "Forgot to buy a ticket." "The carnival goes round and round," said Light. "The multiverse is our playground. Nothing's free and nothing's lost. Every visit has its cost." As time passed, your heart became less heavy, and you gave less and less thought to those childhood events. Now, for reasons you can't explain, the longing to retrieve that which you have lost has resurfaced, as though an old spell has faded away, allowing you to feel the loss as sharply as if it happened yesterday. The Witchlight Carnival has returned, and you find yourself standing near a ticket booth by the entrance at twilight, just as the carnival is about to open. There, you meet others who look as troubled as you. Without knowing how or why, you sense that each of them has something lost as well. Perhaps fate has brought you together. So, standing outside of the ticket booth, the first person we see is a small, statured fellow, scraggly and a little bit out of place. Zug, you are far from home. What has brought you here? Aside from the longing for this lost thing. But who are you and what do you look like, Mr. Zug?
All right. So Zug is a rambunctious red-scaled kobold, just about 3 feet tall. Chibi, are you serious? She's turned my monitor off. Okay, fixed. Sorry. So he's just about 3 feet tall. Definitely very oddly attired for a carnival. He's wearing a skull, for one. Kind of dusted, sandy, worn, clearly old, almost fossilized. Bit of weird bits and pieces for garb. Red linen skirt kind of a thing going on. Other various bone skulls, trinkets, and doodads. A dagger on his belt, and a obsidian spear and a turtle shell-ish looking shield on his back. He looks very uncertain, but also determined to be here and trying to figure out how to get into this carnival because, well, about 6 months back, he popped back into the material plane. He'd been gone for a while. He doesn't know quite for how long, but he had left a long time ago. And then returning to this world has reminded him what he lost. And something pulled him here.
Okay.
There's more to it than that, but that's why he's here, what he looks like.
Excellent. Alrighty, so the camera pans over, and the next individual...
One other important point, he has iridescent eyes.
Iridescent eyes.
Kind of opalescent, sparkling, depending which angle you're looking at.
Very cool. Okay. So, the camera pans over, and it pans up, as the next individual we see is a turtle-looking dude carrying an instrument. Mr. Kiwi, would you like to describe yourself?
Kiwi is fairly old for a turtle, which puts him at about 50. If I recall, they live to be about
That's right.
60. So he's an old one. He's been with the carnival for a number of years. He originally was happy in his turtle colony along the shore, but one day he just felt like he didn't belong there anymore. He wandered for some time and just took up his musical trade, trying to make his way in the world with what he could carry, and that was his home on his back and his instrument in his hands. And eventually he found his way to the carnival and latched on as a performer attaché to the carnival, and has been trying to find a place to settle down ever since. But he never feels like wherever he goes, he feels like he doesn't belong there, and he needs to keep moving.
So the carnival makes sense that the carnival then feels like home, because the carnival never stays in a single place for too long. It has a random kind of timer on it where it'll go to somewhere on in the world, or go to somewhere in one of the worlds and stay there for a couple of days, maybe 1 day, 2 days, maybe 3 days, and then it packs up and leaves and either moves to another city or moves to another world itself. So yeah, it kind of has that craziness to it, that randomness to it. Alrighty. Yes. So Kiwi, you are Fey Lost, but you work. You're a Witchlight hand. Your background did say Fey Lost.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, like, he's not really formally performing for the carnival. He just
Okay.
just tags
No, then that
along.
means you're a carnival. It means you're almost like a carnival groupie. Okay.
basically, yeah. I would say he's the musical danger dog of the carnival.
Does that make him a carny? Oh.
Oh my goodness. All right, cool. No, so that makes sense. So yes, when we get to both Voda and when we get to Voda and Velka, they will know Kiwi, but they haven't worked closely with Kiwi. They just know him from being around the carnival. All right, cool. Next up, we see a winged individual who seems to be kind of keeping to the outskirts, maybe. Miss, is it Rosen? Rosen?
Yeah, I feel like Lee Rosen is in my.
Go ahead and describe yourself.
Okay. So Rosin, I really like the character art we just ran through, so I'm not going to go completely with this character art. But definitely, you see a fairy very professionally dressed, looking a little, it's a also 3-foot stature, has like a tailored suit and a very, professional appearance. She is skin is semi-pallid, which I feel like coming Fae, you recognize her as a fairy, but it's a little bit surprising. But her eyes are. It's.
We lost you.
Did you lose me?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh.
Go. Does this seriously just not like me?
Well, we'll adjust it later.
Okay. Anyway, try. She has a very pallid face, but her eyes very bright.
Pallid face, bright eyes.
Necessarily specific color, but yeah, she is it working?
You just need to change your sensitivity.
Okay. Yeah, pallid face, bright eyes, professional demeanor, and very not shifty, like sketchy shifty, but in the sense of like looking around, seeing what's going on, very aware and very intrigued by everything, and really kind of that sense of wanting to know more, and that sense of needing to have more is what really brought her back to the carnival. And there's you see her kind of every now and then, if you see her like she's kind of playing in her pocket, and she might pull out a little opalescent stone style thing, and kind of put it back in her pocket, kind of like a worry stone. Shifting around, checking her back against the wall, like making sure like I'm still here, right? Like I'm still, yeah.
Great.
But very much, yeah, more on the outskirts and being an observer.
Okay, excellent. So, you see this well-dressed and well-put-together fairy staying on the outskirts next to with the kobold and the turtle. that are standing near the booth. And then we see 2 individuals walk out of the carnival. We see 2 rabbits, herringons, as they are called here, but to the layman, they just look like humanoid rabbits, walking on their hind feet, each of them dressed very different, though looking similar with white fur. Velka and Voda, you've been given the night off. This is common. It's not like you've done anything wrong, but, you know, they have the kind of the equivalent of unionization here at the Witchlight Carnival, and you can't work too many days in a row, more or less. So tonight, Voda and Velka have the night off, and they were given the advice to go out and experience the sights and sounds for themselves. Though they are Witchlight Carnival hands, unfortunately, they do not get to just ride all the rides and do everything without ticket. Everybody needs a ticket who is attending the carnival, not working. So they find themselves out here at the ticket booth as well. Miss Voda, why don't you describe yourself?
We cannot hear you if you're. Oh, well, there. Oh, wait. Oh, that was Derpy.
Can you hear me now?
You're good.
Yep.
Yes, now we can hear you. Derpy just needed to leave and rejoin, I guess.
It's me.
That's insulting. But you see Haragon with, even though she's not working, she still wears her more colorful attire. While her jacket is pretty clean and well maintained, like the bottom part is like covered in paint splotches. Her beret is slightly crooked, and she has very finely detailed painted markings on her face. Even for a bunny, she seems energetic, bouncing in place as the 2 wait in line. So she seems like, even though energetic, her face is down a bit as she's complaining about something to her brother. Probably doesn't have her staff with her at the moment.
Okay. All right. Well, you turn and look at your brother, and you see the other white rabbit there. Velka, why don't you describe yourself?
Vilka is much like his sister visually, but a little bit more stoic, wearing a gray and black suit, essentially, without the jacket. So just the vest, tie, shirt, and then striped pants. Rapier on one hip, and a pocket watch connected to a chain to a pocket that he's holding in one hand, and just like tapping his foot impatiently while looking at the clock, and half listening to his sister and like occasionally responding, probably just annoying her more with his uninterested responses, and occasionally dipping a bit, like not dipping, that's not the right word, giving a little bit longer of a response, and kind of just going back and forth between impatience and then dealing with his sister's energy.
Excellent. All right. Well, the first stars of the night twinkle above the apricot sunset, and giant dragonflies whir overhead, trailing streamers, and a low mist curls over the ground. Throughout the floral archway where you stand, you glimpse wondrous and vibrant creatures. You can see elf stilt walkers, dancing fairies, and painted performers. Everywhere there's laughter, pixie dust, bubbles, and the wistful tune of a whistling calliope in the distance. As you stand there in front of the ticket booth, You see a silver statue of a dancing fairy is mounted on the roof of this ticket booth and is surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. You actually watch as the paint itself seems to move magically. Bring you over to the car.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's Disney World.
It is Disney World.
Disney World.
Oh wow, this
Disney
is.
World.
Alrighty.
Oh, there's a lot.
So, as you're all kind of standing there watching individuals walk into the carnival, you see an elderly goblin who's perched behind the ticket counter. He's peering at all of you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers the spyglass and calls out to you. Greetings, fair goers. Do you want tickets? Gotta get a ticket to get in. Come, what are you waiting for?
Roast.
Alright, you walk up.
Yeah. I'll take one, please.
Well.
She has like a very like eager face, just like smiling bright eyes. I mean, she's looking very pallid and tends to be very serious demeanor, but like bright eyes and just like, yeah, I want to go in. And so that hesitance has her like shifting. Not shifting, but like not like shifting in a visual sense, but like her facial features are just like, what? She doesn't say anything, but yeah.
Alright, the goblin looks at you and he kind of sizes you up, gives you a sly grin and says, "Are you an adult or a child?"
Why not both? Sorry. I was just thinking of all the gifts. I'm an adult.
Alright.
Wait, are children cheaper?
Yes.
I'm a child.
Show me proof.
Well, I don't
No
have
ID.
ID. I'm a child.
School ID.
From behind her, Nicholas, we know that children do not have the ID, yes? Then adults have the ID.
I'm just messing with her. Of course she can have a child's ticket. It's all good. And actually, wait. You hear him rummaging underneath the desk. And you you see him take out, you hear a wooden box opening and then a closing. A box closes on top of it, or he closes the box. And he says, "Well, turns out you don't need to pay for one anyways. Seems that one was already purchased for you." He hands a ticket over to Rosin.
Unsettling.
I will
You see a kobold
Not
cock his head look
take-
at that.
that. I'll look over to the kobold to be like, well, I was just joking. I figure we're all kids at heart, right? I mean, I wasn't meaning anything by it. Why is there a ticket for me? And she looks very unsettled.
I turn to look to the goblin. I want a ticket too!
You can have that one. I'll just
That's-
pay for my ticket. I'll pay for an adult's ticket. Sorry.
The goblin looks at the kobold, looks at Mr. Little Kobold here, and gives another mischievous smile, and he just says, "Well, you don't have to argue at all. You see, there's tickets for all of you. There's a ticket for, let's see, it says Zug. I see a ticket here for Kiwi. I've already given Rosen her ticket. Oh, and look! The twins are out here as well.
night off. But you still need a ticket. And there's 2 for you as well.
Can I ask who bought these tickets?
Yeah, this is normal.
Voda immediately takes hers.
No, I'll
Velka will
absolutely snap
also-
at mine as quickly as I see someone else
Yeah.
take it.
Velka
I mean,
will
when-
take his, but he'll like flip it over and kind of like look at it and see if there's anything odd about it.
I mimic what you're doing. I look at it.
All right, you can give a.
Sorry, am I not muted? My bad.
You can give Velka. Why don't you give a investigation check as you look over the ticket?
I mean, I'm not investigating the ticket, but I'm wanting to
First
know
roll.
what, like where did this come? Like, I'm investigating the reason behind it. Like, I'm questioning the person. Like, can you tell me? I could I have some more information on why we have these tickets? Like, what?
I can't divulge much, but it was paid for by an anonymous benefactor.
I doubt it's anonymous. If the fact that you say that you can't divulge much, that typically means you have information that you're unwilling to divulge.
Insight check, please.
The investigator rogue is on top of things.
All right, excellent. So with Velka's investigation.
I would like to
check-
acknowledge that that's not excellent. I have a +7. Oh, you said an investigation.
No,
No,
Oh, it's a plus-
investigation is Velka.
you're right.
Oh, okay. Insight. Oh, I was insight. Right. Okay.
All right, so Velka, with the investigation check you rolled, this looks like every other ticket that you've seen. You've seen dozens and dozens of these things. Everybody has purchased one before, so there's nothing unusual about this. Looks the same to you. Doesn't smell different. Doesn't look different. Doesn't taste different. Doesn't feel different. And with Rosen, you can tell that there's a twinkle in the goblin's eye. That he obviously knows who bought these tickets. However, he's not telling you out of trying to be malicious. He's just kind of not telling you because he thinks it's fun.
So it's playful.
Correct.
Well, off to the races. What are things they say when going to the carnival? Off to the
I don't know. Ask those
Yep,
two. They
let's-
work here.
go.
Oh, no, you were correct. And that is what many people say, although there's a lot of different versions of it.
I just wasn't sure if there were any horses around, so
They don't got horses.
I'm gonna go in now. And I'll take my ticket.
I'll
Thank
take
you.
it. I'll kind of fall as you're going in. I'll just kind of fall behind with my chin high up in the air. Okay, they knew
Yeah.
Zug was coming, and that's a show.
We're
And I
the
just walk
same
in.
size, Zug.
I know. I try to be
And
taller
I'm
than you by putting my chin.
I'm really excited about it.
Also, I think this whole time I side-eye Kiwi a couple times between him and my shield, back of him, back of my shield. Just make sure he's not getting upset by the.
As the two small creatures head inside, the 3 foot tall stature creatures, Rosen and Zug, you hear yelling after you the ticket worker or the ticket booth operator. He calls out. He says,
Each of those tickets are good for 8 attractions. Just so you know, if you want to, if you run out of ticket uses, you can come back and purchase another one. Gonna have to purchase another one though. The person only purchased one for each of you. Just yeah. Oh wait, you forgot this.
as he calls out to you and he says, "You forgot you gotta take the map, and these are also required." He holds out two pairs of fake butterfly wings.
No.
They're required. They're absolutely required. It's the rules. You gotta have them either. You gotta either be wearing them or at least keep them on your person. Otherwise, it's
as
a
funny-
violation.
Actually, the funny, you see Zug kind of squints at it, and his eyes go really wide. Ah, wings! And then I'll run towards it and I'll put them on. And take the map.
I'll grab them.
I look at my, as I'm wearing, look on my shoulder, like look at him, shake him around
How
a
do
bit.
you suggest? Never mind. And I'm gonna put them
Seem on your
you,
front.
you know, I was literally gonna do that. Just like those cool kids with their backpacks on the front, you know, like so I have
Or
two
go full
sets of wings,
dragonfly. Yeah.
butterfly
If she does-
forward and fairy back.
If she does, Voda just starts clapping like super excitedly.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was gonna do. Like when she was like, never mind. Like she's just like, I'm just gonna wear them like this, and she's yeah.
Wait, this is the fun part. Don't be like Buddy Killer, you haven't even entered the carnival yet.
I've seen it. I've seen it a lot. Give me the wings.
Again, a bunch of clapping.
Take the wings and kind of just like put them on my back. And so they're kind of just like shoved by like, the neck hole where it goes into the shell. Just kind
I
of
was
sticking
literally
out.
thinking you wear it like what are those little the little ties, like the boulder
Oh, like a bow tie.
Not a bow tie though, but like a
Bolo?
I don't know, like the little scarf thing. Yeah. But
Wear it like
butterfly
that.
wings.
Oh,
But how
No,
tall
it's-
is Kiwi? You say he's pretty tall, right?
he's pretty tall. It's like
He's pretty tall, about
Almost
4
size.
foot.
About 3 foot.
And the bunnies were, how tall were the bunnies? I just tried to get a mental.
he's like
In
he's got like
between the party.
5'10" or so, like in between 5 and 6 feet. It's Kiwi.
Buttons are 4'8".
So we are overall very much a short squad.
Mhm.
Bunch of whippersnappers.
All right, excellent. So he passes over the wings to Kiwi, and Boda and Velka, you already have wings, being Witchlight hands. They're part of your uniform, so you don't need extra ones. So he calls out to the group.
Hey, if you need any advice, go ahead and ask Velka and Voda here. They work at the fair, and
He squints his eyes and looks at Kiwi.
I've seen you around. I don't think you work here. I think you're just kind of like a weird vagrant, but that's okay. We welcome all types. Come on in, come on in.
Especially weird vagrants.
Oh, yes, please, ask if you need help. I love helping new carnival guests.
Okay. Where do I find what I lost?
Not
Probably
sure
at
what
the Lost
you're
and
asking?
Found.
Okay, where's that?
The Lost and Found is this way. I point this way. You will need to speak to Dirla. What is it? Durlagran? Durlagran?
Yeah.
You'll need to speak to Durlagran.
Okay.
You don't want to do that.
I cock my head your way. Oh, why is that?
No, you'll find out.
Experience is the best teacher. Okay. And I'm gonna turn around and run towards it.
No, now.
I'm already on my way, running over to that in my short little kobold steps.
All right, you watch.
Are you actually going the right way?
I have no. Yeah, no. I'm following
You've
the
been
point.
given,
where
yeah,
you
so
pointed.
you've all been given
Yeah.
maps. Like you've all been given, the Disneyland little the Disneyland maps. You have a map that looks exactly like this, and so if
Also, yeah, and
Velka
if
points it
it's-
out on the map, then yeah, you run right to it.
Except I won't go around. I'm running through the bushes to get there.
Give
Because
me,
that's
a,
a short, like we're right next to it.
Oh god.
give me a quick, let's see, just like fucking athletics check.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So you watch as Zug, ever eager, just goes, I'm going, and just runs smack dab into he looks like he's trying to just break through like this kind of ornate hedge that's right here on the edge, and the hedge just goes boom. You watch the hedge bowls over and then just catapults Zug out of it. And he just flies across the ground, lands, arms and legs splayed out, wings splayed out behind him as well, snout to the sky.
Damn! The wings didn't work.
Yeah,
You gotta
the
flap 'em, boy.
I'm gonna start walking.
Yeah, I'll get back up and dust myself up.
I'm walking like this way towards kind of along the path that way, with the intention of following the map to the lost property area. Once I get to this big open space, I'm probably you definitely notice kind of looking around like in circles, like really excited, like, whoa, this place is really cool, like it's so colorful, and like look at all this stuff, and then kind of like looking back at the map and trying to figure out like, okay, back to lost property, like
wouldn't it be obvious that she needs help figuring it out?
which way did we come from? And I'm just like spinning the map in my hands, like trying to orient myself to the map.
Okay,
Like,
if I saw that, I would come up and recorrect the map. If you are looking for the lost and found, it is this way.
This way. Perfect. Thank you.
Wait, that's what I need! I'm gonna get up and off the ground and start running after her.
I know, that's where we
that's where this
said
bush
we
is
were
this way.
going.
Oh! I
That's
don't know
why
if you
we
wanna
were
go.
walking around this way.
Are we... I look...
Yes,
I
yes.
look up to you. Are we going together?
Well, it's where I need to go too.
Ah. Then
I'll
let's
if
go
we
together.
stop and get a churro on the way.
What's that?
As you say that, Kiwi, you hear or you feel the ground beneath you start to shake. As you all look up, and you see a 12-foot tall walking tree, garland in golden ribbons, marching down this main thoroughfare here. You see emerald clouds swirling above the tree that suddenly begin to rain down golden spinning sycamore seeds. You know, those like little spinning seeds that
yeah.
They just whirligig and kind of helicopter down towards the ground. You watch as the kids and family around you all immediately start to clap and yell as they start to chase these seeds, trying to catch them before they hit the ground. You watch as the seeds gently fall. A chatty squirrel scampers along the boughs of the tree, handing dandelions to select passerbys. And you hear the squirrel, actually.
Here you go. Have fun. Dandelion. Blow it. Make a wish. Maybe something will happen. Here you go. Take one. Better catch those seeds.
Do I remember? Is this something that happened like previously at the carnival? Like, is this something that I would remember from it?
Yes, you all actually. Well, obviously Voda and Velka, but the others who have been through the carnival, Doug, Rosen, you do remember this. It's basically the opening ceremony, the welcoming gifts given out to everybody here at the carnival, and you definitely want to try to catch these seeds. Anybody who wants to catch the seeds, give me a dexterity check.
Eat.
I also think the recollection for Zug is sort of half remembered. Can't quite put his finger on it, but knows that something has happened in the past like this.
I think Neon and I have just seen it enough that we don't care.
Yeah,
Fuck.
absolutely.
Oh,
Voda 100% tripped over herself trying to catch one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
Velka is just like, has a hand out while looking at the clock at the watch still.
Just lets one fall between his fingers. And I imagine Kiwi is like the sloth in Zootopia, who just like, oh, just tries to grab it. Ironically, is fairly dexterous, but just can't get it.
It's like a combination of that and then just like Stanley from The Office. It's like, fucking why?
Okay, so both Zug and Rosen catch a seed. Rosen is able to catch it just takes her hand out and just goes, just grabs one right out of the air. Zug, I believe, is basically just running around chasing about 5 of them at once. And just like,
yes,
this
absolutely.
one, that one. And then finally sees one at the last minute, like the last one about to hit the ground, and just does a full-on belly flop dive catch right before it touches the ground. I need both.
That's exactly what I was imagining, yeah.
I need both Rosen and Zug to roll me a d8.
Oh, I'm sure this is fine.
You're doomed, bud.
Ooh, I crit it. That's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Green is
So-
good, right?
Yeah, it is good. And Rosen got that. Okay, that's great. This is
Only good when
excellent.
you roll it.
All right, so Rosen, you now until dawn gain a new personality trait.
Holy shit.
Oh god.
Oh no!
You are easily amused.
That's not new.
Say, is this the character or the player?
Why not both?
But also, any conflicting character trait is suppressed as well. Mr. Zug, you open your hand, and the golden sycamore seed spinning down into it is no longer a seed. You open it up. You see a little golden moat. A moat of potential.
Oh.
Zug, you get... note down that you get a d8, which can be added to any one ability check you make before dawn.
Ooh. That is nice.
What you fancy inspiration boy?
Yeet. Oh, that reminds me. We do not start with inspiration.
Correct. All of
Yep.
you have that
Mhm.
nagging feeling of something being off. So, as Zug dusts himself off, gets up, and the tree gets a little bit closer to you, still kind of raining down these sycamore seeds. You hear the little voice of the squirrel. Here you go. And he hands each of you a dandelion seed. Puffy, just the puffy, poofum dandelions.
Oh, the ones you like blow on and scatter the little front. Okay.
And he tells you, make a wish.
Well, that's easy. And I blow it up. I blow on it if that's what we're supposed to do.
Are there rules around these
Correct.
wishes? Like,
Are
do
you
we
sure
have to?
that this isn't you?
Oh, yeah, just eats it.
I go think you're red and then blow on it.
Or aren't you two gonna blow on him?
I will
Nice.
also blow mine.
I already did.
Are we? Is there something we should be wishing for, or is it just kind of any wish, or is it like what are the parameters of the wish?
There's no limit on the wishes that you make.
The squirrel looks at...
They're wishes.
Yeah, the squirrel looks at Rosin.
You don't overthink it.
Is it?
Just make a wish.
Is there not something you want more than anything else?
You can wish for anything
What?
that you want. Anything. you
And
want.
she'll she's like thinking about it, but really nervous, and then blows on it.
Okay, I need every one of you that Lewin made a wish to write down that wish in your character sheet.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Oh, I like this already.
So take some time
Oh,
and just do that
man.
really quick. Doesn't have to be
Oh,
anything
fuck.
complex. It can be silly. It can be whatever you want.
Is there anything?
Is
Should I
there a
just mention?
specific place you want it?
No, just keep track of it.
Should I notice it's from the dandelion, or like is there a particular?
Say-
I'll try.
Just say wish.
Okay, seriously though, how complex can it be?
Complex as complex as you want it to be.
There's no limits to the wishes.
Write that manifesto.
I mean, but if it's like
There is no limit.
There's no condition. There's no conditional term limit.
the wishes.
There
You-
is no limit. to
You
the
two work
wishes.
there, and you still get to make wishes.
Well, a wish
We
is.
work here. It does not mean we do not get to make a wish.
What the hell? Last time I came here, they told me I shouldn't because I didn't have a ticket. Oh.
It's because you didn't have a ticket.
Well, I guess. Oh.
So you're
Oh.
breaking your wings, and I go over and start trying to fix the wings on.
Oh, no. Oh, God, why?
Wait, if you make wishes before, how many have come true?
Who are you talking to, boy?
I'm
Ah,
just
the rabbits.
cracking up.
Velka Voda, the names are hard.
I don't know, DM.
You've
Imagine
you've made tons of
we've not
wishes.
had tickets.
No, you've made tons of wishes. They don't wishes. They've, and I mean, you've seen them made all the time. Maybe some of them have come true, but it could just be coincidence because you wished for a warm meal that night, or something as simple as that. But who knows?
This is hard to define. Just take time.
Oh. Okay.
The wishes will come true eventually, but sometimes you have to put in the effort.
I've heard that before.
Does that not give it more merit?
No. This is no longer a wish.
Very well.
Anyways, are we trying to find our way to the lost property? Oh, wait, churro! What's a
They're gonna
churro?
get a churro.
Where is it?
In the corner of your eye, you see a pig.
This massive demonic pig just shows up on the horizon.
So you do
Tiny,
know.
it's still small.
It's just on loop.
Velka-
It's small, but to us it's
Fucking
huge.
little pig, and then you just see like unfolding, like behind, like spreading out behind him is just an armada of devils.
Yeah. Now we know what's happened in the Hells since.
So, Velka and Voda, you do know that the food section is actually up there to the northeast at the feasting orchard, where there is all matters of food and treats to be had.
And there you see a barbarian monk.
Yeah.
We'll have to go past the lost and found before we do get to the food.
Oh. Okay.
We will get there.
Wait, we can get both though, right? It's not mutually exclusive. Okay, we get. You just I follow me. Go.
I'm actually like shooing. Like, come on, go.
With a grin to Velkai,
You're funny.
I just cocked my head at you though.
it seems we have become the tour guides.
Unfortunately, yes.
Enjoy the night for once.
I look at the stopwatch for a moment. I will try.
All right.
This
So-
way, everyone.
Yeah, you make your way through the throngs of crowds, past past some stands and some other like kind of little like sideshow stuff around here. I do note that on this map, everything that's labeled with like a actual kind of label is you could call it a main attraction. However, there are sideshows and kind of carnival games scattered throughout the area if you're at all interested in that as well. However,
yes, this is literally a carnival map or
Yep.
like a park map. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not. I assume it's not up to scale either.
It's pretty close. There's a scale at the
Okay.
bottom. I think. Is there? I don't know. Maybe. Who cares?
Will you be our Witchlight monarch? And that's
Yeah.
not scale.
All right. So you reach the lost property section, and you see outside of this lost property wagon, you see a large feline creature with midnight blue fur, It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders, and it wears fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roughhouses with 2 young boys. One boy squeals, "Again, Durla! Again!" while the other one hangs onto the creature's neck.
You all recognize this Durla critter.
Yeah, Zug has one hand on his spear on his back.
Oh, not danger.
No, put that away.
Oh, it never took it out. It's fine.
That's
Oh, no,
damn.
Delka. That's one of your colleagues.
It's
Yo,
so
those wings
pretty.
though.
I guess that's saying that they have lost something.
the
Are we talking?
Why are we here?
Yeah, are we approaching it or like? We're
I
watching them from-
said hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Durlagun, or Durla for short, raises its gray whiskered face in your direction, and you can see that he has kind of like those like older like graying eyes, like old dog eyes. This is an older displacer beast, a little bit just a little bit more in the years. It speaks, actually. How many of you know Elvish or Sylvan?
Oh, I don't think we ever settled on that, Neon.
I do.
I know Sylvan.
We had Sylvan as a default.
Yeah, but we were also at another language, didn't we?
I speak Sylvan.
Yeah, I think.
No.
Did we all speak Sylvan then?
I speak Elvish.
I keep waiting for Boogie to chime in if he does something, but he's not here. I feel sad.
You have to
Anyway.
be the turtle for us now.
Yeah, we both have that. Yeah, we do all have Sylvan. So yeah, I think almost all of us speak Sylvan, then, if not all of us.
That would make sense, as the majority of the fair also speaks Sylvan in some shape or form. Durlagun, let's see. I'm trying to... Oh, yeah. You know what? That's why. It's literally... Durlagun is just a they. They're just a... They're an animal. They are a nondescript... So it's not a he or a she. It's an it or a they. Durlagun looks up and says back in Sylvan, "Things go lost at the carnival all the time. It's just a matter of the Witchlight Carnival." And as Durla says that...
Can I?
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask. Can I ask why there's a lost property location at the carnival? If well, unless you're gonna help us find it. I just kind of like stand there questioningly.
So, before you can even actually hear an answer from Durla, one of the young boys who was hanging onto his collar, or hanging onto their collar, scampers back to where the lost property wagon is, and picks up a mirrored ball, like a small little silvery ball about the size of a baseball, and holds it in his hand in wonder. And you watch as Durla, their head snaps back and growls, snatching the ball back with a snarl and a flick of one of its butterfly-winged tentacles. The boy dashes away in fright. He watches the boy kind of crying, runs off into the crowd. Durla.
Looks important.
Well,
Zug's crouching a little bit just because he saw some antagonistically semi-violence and
Durla
out of react.
now seems a little bit panicked, looking back and forth, its tail kind of wagging and looking like anxious kitty. Durla looks to the group and just says, I'm sorry. It was this. Please, I was. that was my. I didn't mean to scare the kid. I can't leave the other boy though. Their parents are still looking for them. Please, can one of you go and search for Virlo? Vero needs to be found, please.
I'll go.
Who?
I'm assuming that's the boy. Which is
Yes, Vero is the boy who just ran.
Okay! I just go sprinting. In the full, like, kobold run.
Never end that off in this. The accent's gonna take me a bit. Never end that off in this place.
All right, I need each of you, as you go running off in the crowd, to give me perception checks, please.
Yep.
Those who are looking for the boy.
Ah, good, great. I'm good at this.
Plus
Why is that on? Don't ignore that. I added all of the global modifiers.
Oh, yeah.
All
Then you
automatically
have to, like,
checked.
yeah.
Yep.
That happened to me.
So, an 11.
Okay, so as you're all...
Interesting.
Oh yeah, we need to set up the sheet. It's okay. So let's as you all are starting to look around, looking kind of like underneath those who are shorter, like between the throngs of people, and like underneath the legs and over the heads of some of them, jumping up, maybe using your wings to fly a little bit. Both Voda and Zug, you're the ones who see the profile of a young boy hiding underneath a nearby booth.
I just sprint straight at the kid. Ah! I see you! It's a goofy run too, right? Like I was like, running straight at him. Hey, kid!
I can imagine it's that like the lizard run that we always use, where it's like the legs splayed out on the side, like bat 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 bat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and
I'll just be like pointing at him. Hey, you!
And as you're running, I think Voda, that rabbit hop comes into action as you immediately see this crazy little kobold just running straight to where you see this child hiding underneath this hiding underneath a just like, yeah, hiding underneath this candy stall. And you go 1, 2, and then boing, and you make a large hop and land right in front of Zug as he's about to dive into the stall.
Boom, bounce off your butt. Fuck.
When does it just scare him?
I originally tried, like, I was going to try to stop Zug, like, you're going to scare him, and so I originally tried yelling after, but now I'm just sitting there like hands on my knees cracking.
That's right. Everything's funny as fuck.
What was his name again?
Vero.
Vero.
I kneel down. Are you Vero?
Yeah.
I give him a smile. Don't let scare you.
Durla's usually nice, but they growled at me and they took the ball.
Is it not mean to scare you, but you can't touch other people's things, right?
I did not know.
I know, and Durla is very sorry. So why don't we go so Durla can apologize?
Will you walk with me?
Of course, and I hold out my hand for him.
He wipes his hand on his booger face and then holds his hand out to you.
Yeah, do not seem bothered.
Oh, yeah. Nice. All right, so you walk back across the thoroughfare and back to where Durla is at the Lost Property stall. The other boy is still there, hanging onto Durla's collar, looking kind of agitated and a little bit worried. But Alwyn smiles when when the boy Vero comes by. Durla lets out a big cat sigh. Oh, I'm sorry, Vero. It's just that that toy means a lot to me. It was, well, I had a cub of my own many years ago named Star, who also vanished from the carnival without a trace. Nobody knows where they went or how they disappeared. But they paw at the silver mirrored ball. But this was their favorite toy, and it's all I remember them by. I really miss the kid.
Would this have been before us joining the carnival?
Yeah, definitely.
That's really sad.
Rawson
I hate to hear it happen.
like rubbing the like hand in her pocket, like holding the stone, kind of rubbing the stone that I have.
Oh, sorry. I know exactly what's going on, Derpy. You're not actually using your mic. Isn't your headset mic? You're using.
I changed it 3 times.
Oh, it did not.
Yeah, Discord's been fucky wucky recently. I've had to reset things.
No, the reason why I could tell is that when you touch your laptop, I can echoing on the mic. So I can hear it's like a bang, like a drum sound. So I was like, okay, that's it. Okay, cool. But yes, that was before your time, before Velka and Voda joined. But it's something that kind of sends a little bit of a sends a bit of a chill up your spines as you think about this. More lost things.
As in, you're saying more lost things, as in even.
Yeah, it's like another. Yeah, more lost stuff.
Whoa. Your loss is very sad, but we're trying to find some things to do. Can we see if it's in there?
Hey, I'm sorry your kid died.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm pointing at the trailer.
Durla nods sagely and points with their tail back at the lost property trailer. Go ahead and look inside. You can try to find what you're missing.
I'll scamper up to. By looking at the map, it looks like there's probably stairs up to a door, and I just go up, push it open or pull it open, and take a look inside.
Yeah, go check it out.
What's in there?
There's a bunch of clothing, lost caps, a shoe, a toy, like a toy horse, like the ride-along horsey, a broken wagon, a couple more balls, a yo-yo. There is a multiple stuffed animals. You can give me a quick investigation check if you want to figure out anything else.
Yeah, I think I'm also pretty aware that what I'm looking for is probably not going to be here, but I'm going to do that. Ooh, all right.
Okay. Excellent. So you dig through there, diving into the pile of just sweaters and clothing and hats and toys and things like that. And you come out looking like a mismatched, like, hipster, wearing all kinds of just different clothing and outfits. There's now like 2 stuffed animals stuck to the top, like literally shish kebabbed on top of your skull horns, and and you have other bits and pieces of like a yo-yo hanging off your shield. Your spear now is like wrapped in multiple sweaters and scarves. You're looking ridiculous.
I mean, it's basically my MO, so I'm not even bothered with that. That's just adding to the effect. But I'll head back out and look over to. So what was the name again for the?
Durla.
Durla. Okay.
Well, I should probably realize I'm looking for more of a ephemeral concept. Yeah, those.
I would come over and start taking the pieces off of him.
I'll just be like, okay, sure, whatever. I'll just let you do that as I'm looking at Durla.
So, Durla looks back at you, takes one of their paws, scratches the top of their head. Their gray whiskers twitch a bit. Well, ephemeral, you say? Not quite sure. But there has been some weirdness about the carnival lately. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light seem to kind of be on edge. Quite unusual.
This is recently.
You're supposed to be telling carnival guests about that?
Durla looks over in your direction. Well, there's something about
these.
these.
Kind of tense.
Yeah, there's something about these folks. I get a sense that they have potential.
Oh yeah, we had someone pay for our tickets. Someone saw it already.
Ah, then indeed, there's something more than magic in the air, it seems. I would not advise going directly to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, however. They are very busy men. And
very, very busy.
Have a lot to do tonight, so keep your eye out for things, however.
What kind of things?
I would watch for those who do not belong.
Oh, come on.
No one belongs at the carnival. No one does not belong here.
Yeah.
There was one not
Someone
belong
like-
at this circus.
Someone a bit more
Carnival.
sketchy. Someone who didn't buy their way in. Someone who what do you mean?
I'm pretty sure by most metrics, I don't belong here.
I would say more so.
Tickets don't have tickets.
I would say more so somebody who's things that are not as they seem or are out of place. You all do belong here. I can see it. You have your tickets. It seems that fate has brought you here tonight for this evening of festivities. But just keep your eyes peeled.
I go fry. Oh, Jesus. I go fry squinty-eyed and look at everybody around me.
I mean, would they stand out to us, or would do you expect them to make themselves known?
Durla shrugs, like if a cat could shrug. Durla shrugs, and they say, I'm not sure. I haven't left my booth recently, but I do believe that there might be some instigators in the crowd. It's just a hunch.
So you
think that's worrying about this is just going to ruin the carnival night.
I think it makes it that much more intriguing. Sorry, Loki.
Speaking of chaos demons, yeah,
The carnival is much interesting on its own.
Well,
Anyway,
I came here for one thing.
You mentioned that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are feeling a bit overwhelmed, or something is wrong lately. Can you tell us more about that?
I'm sorry, I do not know much more than that, other than I've sensed they've been a little bit stressed or on edge.
Maybe
So
it's
you
the
don't necessarily
hecklers.
know why or what's causing it. You just. I mean, is it's not from traveling to certain realms. That the carnival itself travels all over the place, right? So it's not like appearing back in. Would I actually know that about? We know about the traveling of the.
You know that in
the
general.
carnival.
Yeah, you know in general that the carnival travels to different worlds and appears every so often here in Faerun. As you, he begins, or they begin to kind of talk to you again. to explain something, and then you hear a call from out in the crowd. Hero, Halloween, we're back with the treats and with the food. And you see you see a man and a woman walking back down the thoroughfare here. One of them has their hands filled with what looks to be drinks, but they're like in like gigantic tulips. And then the other one has his arms filled with churros.
Oh,
Vera and Alwyn, the two boys, go, food! And they give Durla a big hug, and they run off to the parents. Durla gives a smile, and they say, I have other business to attend to tonight. The night is just beginning. Enjoy the festivities. Enjoy the carnival. Explore. Look, go on some of the rides. I would recommend the carousel. It is beautiful, and well, as you will see, the lovely lady, well, Diana is amazing, and you will love to meet her. Or get some food, or ride a dragonfly, or ride a swan. There's so much to be done.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Go back. You said something about a dragon.
It's not what you think it is. It's more a fly.
Oh.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean you can't try.
It's like this, and I flap all of my wings.
Rapidly.
Yeah.
And as you do that, you hear above you, actually, as you do that, Zug, you look up and you hear as a gigantic dragonfly just does a fucking buzzing run overhead. I need you all to give me dexterity saving throws.
I don't know why.
Let's get it.
Fucking London circa 1941.
Why is the turtle so dexterous?
It's more of like a
Okay, everybody.
just quick to withdraw in the shell.
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna say.
Wait, holy shit, we're gonna have to have a foot race at some point.
Everybody except for Rosen ducks as Rosen just kind of looks around and wonders why everybody's ducking, and she just catches a full spilled drink from the child who is riding the dragonfly. He just pours his drink out, just like a crop dusting, just.
That costs like 12 gold. Why?
I'm gonna kind of like lick my hand or somewhere where it like just kind of a little taste. What is the drink?
It's some sugary goodness. Really nice.
Tulip nectar.
Yum.
Did you get the spirits of the carnival?
Is this sticky?
It's quite sticky.
I have always found these drinks to be a little overpriced.
Well, here, I just got some for free.
Value.
And she does not have to hold it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I guess as we're kind of standing here, I'll just kind of look around 360, really taking in all the sights.
Well, I don't know what to do.
Give me a perception
All right,
check.
shall we move?
Mr. Zug, give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay. Ooh, 7.
Okay. You look through you do a 360 spin, and you're just kind of overwhelmed by just all the amount of tall folk that are just walking back and forth here in the crowd.
Are we seeing anyone suspicious?
I don't know. But I don't know what to do.
I look over to
Wait, now,
Zerla.
wait, you really wanted
Oh.
a churro, right? and so I start leading the way towards the churro stand. And
Sure,
as
I'll
I start
follow. Yeah.
as I start walking, I'm sure Velko or Goda are like, that's
Yeah, what direction did you go?
I'm guessing going probably like
Yeah.
this direction.
probably the opposite direction that I go.
That is back to the way we came.
I do a 180.
The
I was-
food is in this direction.
I watch as you walk past me, and then I just turn around and
Go.
follow you as well. About face.
Zinka do that, and I put the stuff back into the lost and found.
Now with
I
a few more
felt
holes
like-
in it. Yeah.
Like, I did not lose like a moment of like my trajectory was just like, okay, we're marching, I'm going the wrong way, I make a 180 and we're marching, like there was no like loss of that. It was
Yeah,
just a like, yep, let's go.
Meanwhile, I just as you turn back around and I go past the way I was walking behind you, I'd like give you the what the fuck shrug and turn around and keep following.
All right, so as you head up towards the feasting orchard, you make your way through the crowds of people, and everybody's now kind of like has gone to their different areas in the carnival that they wanted to go to for the evening. You know, like checking out the first stall they wanted to run to. You see, as you kind of get closer up to the north here, you see a bunch of kids running out and running into where the carousel is. As you can kind of hear the sound of it. Like the music start as it starts to spin and whirl around in circles. You can hear the happy screams of children riding it and the laughter of others as they watch. And you make your way to the feasting orchard, where you make your way inside, and the smells of food and drinks all kind of hit you at once. The music and mirth radiates from this park, and the heady scent of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. You see stilt walkers.
I forgot a really important point. While you guys are around and we're walking around, there is just a faint smell of brownies constantly.
I just assume we're going the right direction then.
It's been there since the ticket booth.
They're very powerful brownies.
Does it also
It's
smell a little
me.
skunky?
I smell like brownies
Hit me.
all the time.
That was me, Dio.
Yeah. So, add whiff of brownie to the feasting orchard smells. And no, they are not skunky brownies. I mean, unless I'm particularly sweaty, I suppose.
Jeez.
So your sweat is weed.
Did you imagine the power?
I am weed. All right, so you make your way through the entrance of the feasting orchard, and there is you watch as stilt walkers, performers on stilt walkers, walk between the trees and pluck fruit from them. You can see in some sections there's musicians that drum, pipe, and strum, and everywhere there is singing, dancing, and for some reason, an inordinate amount of custard.
In an inordinate amount.
As you enter, you hear a call out.
Custard eating contest is starting! Any contestants who want to participate and try to eat as much custard as you can in 60 seconds, please step up to the table here front and center. We'll be starting the contest very soon. Please, everybody, one ticket punch to enter. One ticket punch to enter. Please, come up, come up, come up.
So, I'm waddling up to that.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20 just real quick.
For no reason.
I am extremely hungry, so I want to join too.
I think I have
start
had enough
walking up with
custard
a-
for-
I start walking up with a firm grasp on Velka's arm.
You gotta be careful you don't get the mustard custard. They do that here. They're weird people.
I can take it.
They do, but sometimes it's hard to tell. You're eating so fast, yes?
I think I have had enough custard for one lifetime.
You don't be such a party do.
My jaw to size ratio is very big. I can eat fast.
I'm very happy to just watch this, but I am very excited to watch this. I will not be joining.
All right, those
Give me a
participating.
Didn't check Neon.
Yeah, Voda should. Yeah.
With big old puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Persuasion or performance?
Persuasion. At advantage.
But
no,
are
I-
you
I
sure
will-
it's not performance?
It's a pretty good performance. Hold on.
Perfectly balanced.
Even.
Okay. Very well.
All right, excellent. So those who are participating, walking up to this center table here, individual goblin, of course it's going to be a goblin, reaches his hand out for your tickets.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
You-
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll pull it out.
Yeah, so you hand it over.
Make sure you only punch her once, boy.
Yeah. So the goblin goes,
Was it-
all right, one punch. You hand him the ticket, and he just and then he hands it back to you. And then as you hold it in your hand, each of you, you watch as magically, like a hole just kind of just appears in the ticket.
I hold it up to my eye and look at the goblin through it.
And as
Just
you,
staring, just
and you
staring.
look at the
Yeah.
goblin through it, you can see there's some other folks here now kind of gathering around. There's a kid, there's an older individual, there's a big dude who just thinks he's the shit, and maybe he's gonna win this. The goblin snaps his fingers, and as you're looking through that little pinprick hole at him, suddenly your vision is filled to the fucking fully filled as the table is piled high with with small glazed cupcakes filled with a dollop of berry custard. And he says, "All right, everybody, gather around for the great fairy cake eating contest." Okay.
Shit.
So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna take a quick break
Yeah.
before we have a fucking berry fairy eating contest, a berry fairy cake eating contest, and I will explain the rules to you when we get back. So,
Hell yeah.
go to the bathroom, grab a drink, and we'll be back with a Coney Island hot dog eating contest, but make it custard cakes. All right.
Also,
I
I
mean,
just sent you. I
Eating
sent you-
contest or a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you a quick DM because
Uh-huh.
just if you can, yeah, because I lost the thing I need
Lost the thing you need?
because I didn't save in the first place. All right, I didn't really lose it. I just didn't do it correctly.
Then what? I'm super confused. But okay.
Chuckles lost his
What?
ability to use roll.
No, not the okay, the
Not the
list.
macros?
Not the macros. Macros are fine. Literally the list itself. It doesn't let me open up the macro to see what's in the list.
Understood. Okay. All right, everybody, 10 minutes. We'll be right back.
All right. Be right back.
All right, BRB. Everybody, grab a drink, grab some food, grab what you need, grab some cakes. We'll be back in a moment.
another flow. What you want? Tell me where to go, what to do. To another flow. What you want? Show me the signs. Show me the signs. Get it poppin', put it work. Tell me where to go, what to do. Get it poppin', put it.
Aggressive, and he like prominently he unhooked his combat Bowie knife on his belt, like the little thing, like unhooked it, like pulled it out a little. And he's like, I'm going. He's like, what's your name? Like that kind of thing. And like on the receipt, it shows you like the cashier's name. So like, well, it's right there. And then as soon as he left, I reported that to the administration, whatever you want to call it, the not HR at a store, but the equivalent.
Jesus.
And that was pretty fucked up.
Yep. They just don't do that anymore. If the card system's down, you can only pay cash. That's just, as far as I know, that's how every store does it now.
The irony, though, is like this guy was so concerned about his ID or like identification being tracked, and he's paying with a credit card at a corporate store.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just I know a lot of people don't think.
Don't worry.
Very carefully. But
don't worry, a lot of people don't. So
yeah,
let's get back to it. We got everybody here. Porkins back or no? Still waiting for Porkins.
I confused it.
Oh, now it's working good. Now your sound's great.
Oh no.
Yeah, actually, now that
I was
sounds so
here.
much
I was
better.
eating popcorn.
That's Jesus.
Also, the license plate, Jay is Lord.
Yeah.
Who's Jay?
No, it's Jizz Lord.
Jizz Lord.
Jizz Lord.
Jizz Lord. Oh boy.
I'm definitely trying out to feel
No way, this wasn't done on purpose.
This definitely was on
It
purpose.
had to have been done on purpose, yeah. Might even be photoshopped, actually.
I choose to believe that it's not.
Yeah, it's the internet. Whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I love me some whatchamacallit, Ilmeg theme 1, Ilmeg daytime theme. That's what this is.
Yeah, that and then also the
Labyrinthos.
Yeah, they're so fitting for this. It's been really good mix.
Yeah, man. All right, well, we're all back, and we start now at the cupcake eating contest. Let's do it. So
It's custard.
Custard cupcake. Custard cupcake. Custard cupcake.
Y'all send
Alright, I am muting. Have fun.
All right, so here's how the rules work. Your Constitution modifier is going to come into this very quickly. So, you all have 60 seconds to eat as many cupcakes as you can. So let's get this going. Custard cupcakes, as many custard cupcakes as you can in 60 seconds. I want any arguments about this, but each character, it says, well, each character will swallow a cupcake in about 3 seconds. So what does that mean? That if you can, the maximum that you're going to be able to try to fucking schnorf down, 20. However, caveats, and we'll get there. So, let's get this thing started. A whistle blows, and all those who are participating start to scarf down their first cupcake. Shum, 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 shum.
As I'm about to start it, I turn into a giant hyena.
the goblin officiant is just like, holy shit! Well, not the strangest thing I've seen. Not the strangest thing I've seen here at the carnival. Have at it. And do you? Yeah. So what does it look like when you transform? As we see this happen. And by the way, this is now the new music. The music for this is absolutely a banger that we all know and love. Hope you're ready for it.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
All right. So what does it look like?
Honestly, it's just you see the kobold kind of like almost just he's constipated for a minute, and then there's just like a flash, and he expands out into a giant hyena, which is quite a large beast. Still has a skull on his head, and the markings, sort of patterns you see in his scales, all remain. So Perfect. It's very much just like an imprint of that, and there's a giant hyena just laughing there. It starts going to town on the cupcakes.
All right, so everybody who is participating scarfs down their first cupcake. Very easily. This is gonna be a fucking cakewalk. 3 seconds. 3 seconds in. Another cupcake goes into each of your mouths. 9 seconds in. All of you finish the third cupcake. Who has a Constitution modifier above 1?
I do now.
Wow. I have a Constitution modifier of 1.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Okay, so nobody has one of zero. Nobody has a 0 Constitution modifier.
Oh, I have 0. All
right. So we watch as Zug in hyena form easily eats his 4th cupcake. Scarfs it down. Voda, you have a 1? Okay, you scarf down your 4th cupcake too. Starting to look a little bit full. Velka as well. Scarfs that 4th cupcake. Kiwi, you hold that cupcake up to your face. You look at it. You eat it. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, just constant. I'll roll it. I don't have to push this. It's fine.
Alrighty. You stomach it. Iron stomach Kiwi swallows that 4th cupcake. No problem.
Nah, son, free cupcakes.
All right. The 5th cupcake comes up. Voda, Velka, I need you to each roll me. And Voda, Velka, and Kiwi, more Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected.
Voda, where's your con save?
Right here.
Okay.
Fuck.
And Zug, in your giant hyena form, do you have what's your Constitution modifier? Zug.
Sorry. Am I muted?
No.
You hear me?
No, you're just typing.
Okay, it's plus. I was typing. Yeah, I was typing. It's +2.
Okay, so Zug, no problem. 5th cupcake down the hyena hatch. Alrighty. Velka.
I like the term hyena hatch.
Yeah, hyena hatch. Velka, as you scarf that cupcake down, it hits your stomach like a fucking iron anvil. You take 6 custard damage. Kiwi,
I fucking love this.
you hold back some. Your stomach. You take 5 custard damage. Voda.
No, I have lactose
You
vulnerability.
take 4 custard damage. Subtract this from your HP.
Oh. This
All right.
music in this scene, I love it.
Alrighty.
Question: Is custard an element?
No. This is the strongest damage in all of D&D. It's unresistible.
Irresistible force.
All right, so the sixth
weaponize
cupcake is in each of your hands and or paws. You all scarf it down. Now this is the time. All of you roll me Constitution saving throw. Zug with the Constitution modifier of the hyena.
Okay, I have to roll it.
If Rosin is now feeling sick to her stomach, she may like to. Okay. Woo! All right, Velka. You consume it every time. You are consuming these cupcakes, but it's just, oh man, Velka, 8 custard damage to Velka, 2 custard damage to Kiwi, and Voda. You stomach it. You're good. Zug just scarfs it down
the threshold.
down the maw, down the maw. The seventh cupcake, the seventh custard cupcake arrives in your hands. Con saves. Oh, this time for some reason, Kiwi, Velka, Velka, your stomach, for some reason, you found your second wind. Swallow it without a problem. Kiwi scarfs it down in that turtle maw. Oda, 4 custard damage. Zug, there's a little gurgle in your hyena tum-tum, but you're able to hold it down.
Alright.
7 cupcakes in the mouth. One more time. Constitution saving throws. Look at that! This time Kiwi is the only one. Though he stealed his turtle tum-tum last time, he takes another 3 custard damage as he scarfs his 8th cupcake. What's going to happen? More Constitution saving throws.
Let's get it. Oh no.
Oh my god!
It's an absolute back and forth here. You guys watch as the burly guy, the burly like tough man who was just sitting there just like he's covered with custard. His eyes go wide as he stuffs the 9th custard cupcake in his maw. And he falls over unconscious. Hidden under the table, there's an explosion, and suddenly custard erupts from where he was seated and drenches him.
Higher than I could have ever imagined.
Covered in custard. Ah, Velka, you stuff that cupcake into your mouth. You take another 8 custard damage. Oh no!
I was gonna say, could I bardically inspire that save, but
his save?
yeah, for Velka?
For Velka?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to do there. So I was trying to.
Okay, so that'd be a D6.
Yeah.
Aha!
And he saves! As
You see, the secret is you gotta eat when you exhale. Leaves room in the stomach.
And that's why Kiwi, with that 18 Constitution save, is able to just absolutely scarf that 9th cupcake. Zug. Oh, Zug, in your hyena form, that stomach is starting to rumble. 6 custard damage in your hyena form.
Yo, hyenas are not used to this much sugar, that's for sure.
You're a diabetes hyena. Alrighty. 5 custard damage to Voda. How are y'all looking?
Better now that I was given inspiration.
Higher than 1, and that's all that matters.
Alright.
Hell
The
yeah.
10th cupcake. You look around. You realize you're basically the last ones there. Everybody else is now semi-conscious in a pile of custard that has been fucking blown all over them. And it's not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty. You all look to each other, eyes worried, stomachs full, custard all over your faces. Ugh. You eye that 10th cupcake. Give me all Constitution saving throws.
The Lord hates players.
Oh, the iron gullets. Oh. Whoops.
All right, the 9. Kiwi. Poor Kiwi. The other 3 scarf the cupcake, but Kiwi, you take 7 custard damage. Everybody still alive?
Yep.
I'm full on ed mode right now.
Pool of like custard and like vomit kind of strewing the floor while other people have passed out. Like,
Oh, did that take you down to 0, Kiwi?
no, I got a few left, but I'm trying to reconsider my options here.
All right. Everybody's breathing heavily. You're just looking at each other. You might be hallucinating. You're not quite sure. Oh my god. 11th cupcake Constitution saving throws. Let's do it.
Oh.
Huey hears something in the back of his head laughing at him. He's about to do this.
Oh.
Voda. 2 custard damage.
Still alive.
Even worse.
Everybody is on their 11th cupcake. The goblin is looking at all of you just like, you don't have to go on. You can tap out if you want. You're all looking. This is crazy. This is more than anybody. I didn't expect this to happen. More cupcakes. More custard cupcakes. Get them right now.
The GIF I just posted is exactly what it's just exactly what I look like right now.
Oh, just covered. Just covered with custard. Alrighty, another round on the 12th cupcake round. Let's go. Constitution saving throws. Oh, Velka just fucking ignores it. Just.
I mean, I get to add a D8 of health.
No. Oh, poor Voda is just falling further and further behind. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Voda, no! 8 custard damage!
No! Crit for a crit.
Voda. What happens?
Now, just face first into the custard.
Yep. Eyes roll back.
Falcon will tilt her head to the side so she doesn't suffocate.
We just get that slow-mo. We just get that slow-mo, like, head hitting the table. Just like, all right. Voda out at 11. The rest of you sitting on 12. The remaining 3, give me Constitution saving throws for lucky 13th custard cupcake.
All my numbers up.
Oh my god, I'm on a fucking roll.
Velka, seeing your sister hit the fucking table, you barely hold on. You save. The hyena is just having a day here. Kiwi, however, only 1 custard damage. It's not bad.
I'm still alive.
Oh yeah.
13, moving on to 14. Again. This is unprecedented.
Oh
we
God,
haven't
so
seen this in the history of the Witchlight Carnival. Everybody, there's a crowd gathered around right now as everybody's like, let's go, come on, let's fucking go.
Fucking tanking.
2 to Velka. 3 to Kiwi.
Huey is face down in the custard.
Kiwi. Slow motion again.
Custard oozes out.
Yep.
As it happened, at least it was free.
An eruption of custard just sprays out from as Kiwi hits the table. Velka still standing, staring down this crazed hyena who is now more custard than fur. 14 to Velka, 14 to Zug. Let's roll. Oh. Velka. 7 custard damage.
Damage. Oh. I'm dead.
Velka hits the table as well. Zug at 15. Zug, do you just continue?
Yeah, I'm not stopping. In fact, I'd probably go over and lick the one that he was trying to eat.
Give me another con save.
I will fucking do it.
Rapid fire, con
Watch
save.
me.
2 custard damage, but you still fucking eat it. Con save.
Okay. I gotta check. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Just hit
Okay,
up
there we go.
arrow is the easiest thing to do.
I am, but I also have to track my HP because it's in wild shape.
You're getting more. You're getting hit. Another 6 custard damage.
I'm going.
Keep going. All right, none this time. All right, holy shit. You're at your.
15.
That's 19 custards.
Let's go.
And that's 20 custards. there's an absolute like. There's all of a sudden there's a massive explosion as fireworks go off behind that, like behind the pie booth, as all the trees suddenly just erupt in like pixie dust. Like 5 giant dragonflies buzz overhead. And fucking like with like trails of smoke behind them. And you look over and you're just like, you're just sitting there in this hyena form, and the goblin just looks up at you. Holy shit! I don't even know what to say. Unexpected. Bravo. Oh my god, you've earned your prize. And with that, he snaps his fingers. All of the custard magically just disappears into like a pinpoint in the middle of the table. All of Kiwi, Voda, and Velka, your HP is back to full. And you wake up with a slight bellyache.
Oh.
That was fun.
But are we still full?
Yeah, you're full.
Oh, okay.
Zug starts to, as the hyena starts to do the whole like, and then transfers back into kobold form before he vomits.
Oh god. Okay.
You go from giant hyena-sized stomach to kobold-sized stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. Wild shapes magic. All right.
No, but he just but that's why you vomit.
Oh yeah. It's like,
Yep. As you change back, that's when everything just kind of the shape shifting is like, oh god. As everybody kind of like picks themselves up off the ground, moves around, the goblin walks up to you. He says, if you're done puking your guts out there, here's your prize. Hope it doesn't make you puke anymore. And he hands you a cupcake.
I just look at it. I look back at him. Nice! And I'll take it.
He says, hey. And just so you know, special cupcake crafted here by the master chefs at the Feasting Orchard. Once you eat that whole cupcake, you get the benefits of they baked in a potion of invisibility in there.
Wow.
Yeah. But hey, but don't use it for any nefarious ideas. Don't get any stupid ideas. We's watching yous, okay?
Okay.
I like to imagine as he's explaining what it does, Zug is already chewing.
I was probably starting to eat it as he explained it, and then as he said that, I was like, nope.
It's the Gowanna moment.
Combine that with like a pop brown. He's like, dude, where'd my hands go?
It's the Gowanna moment where you're like, you have the full cupcake in your jaws, and then you just like your tongue just like takes it out, just like out of your mouth, puts it in your hand, like wipe it off a little bit.
Yep. I'll save this for later, and I'll stick it into. I have a hollow skull on my belt, which serves as a gourd. So I put it into the hollow skull for later.
I was also
Using
going
the eye
to.
socket.
Yeah, it's very sanitary.
Why do I let you talk me into these things?
Wrapped in saran wrap. I was going to say during that entire process, so kind of like in conjunction, one, I'm kind of cheering him on and getting really excited by this, but I'm also like, every couple custard cakes, I'm like looking around and seeing if anyone in the crowd is anyone in the crowd, I'm looking for characters of note.
For sussy individuals, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, give me a perception check, Miss Rosen.
Some sussy bakas.
That Baka over there is looking real sussy.
Yes.
And
Attaboy.
so Rosen, you as you're hearing the pretty disgusting, in all honesty, sounds of squelching custard cupcakes being stuffed into faces, you eye around the crowd who is cheering on this fairly disgusting display, but in some regards pretty spectacular and awesome feats of strength, you know. Your eye cruises around the crowd, clocking all these individuals cheering, and you pass by kind of a gap in the crowd, and then you immediately double take and look back. Standing there, staring at you in the crowd, just like there's suddenly a moment of pause, as like all the cheering and all the crowd's voices suddenly kind of dulls to a weird kind of murmur, like around you. Staring back at you is a sallow, pale-skinned child in a torn-up dress.
Whoa.
Standing there, looking at you, arms hanging limply at their side, head cocked to the side a little bit, wearing a pig mask. Staring at you.
That is super disconcerting.
Lord of the Flies?
Fuck. Do they... You said they look sallow?
Yep. Pale skin. And their hands, they're wearing like a little dress, and they have a lollipop limply in their hand at their side.
Of course they do. Do they look like... I don't know how else to say this, so I'm going to describe it in a way that may not necessarily be accurate. Do they look like otherworldly or other realm or other like
I'll post a quick
not
picture in the
necessarily
Discord.
like dead versus alive or something like that, but like just obviously not really belonging, but
Oh, they absolutely stand out in the crowd. They do not look like they belong there. Here is an image.
That's
Oh.
even more disconcerting.
Oh, God. Clockwork Orange wants to know your location.
It's a fucking zombie child.
Resident
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
so are they alive? Sorry, Neon, this was part of my fix for the mic, and I guess it worked.
No, you actually fixed it.
Well.
Whatever we did, fixed it. It's now actually coming.
Okay.
So we're getting a lot of
It's just mouth.
punctuals.
Yeah, it was just it's
A lot
just
of popping.
just the breathing in and out. Okay, so yeah, that's what you see. And as you look back, as you look back, Rosin, you blink, and the child is gone, out of there, disappeared. And then with a rush, all the sound comes back into your ears, and that's when you suddenly like blink in your eyes, and you hear like a yeah, whoa, oh my god, that's unprecedented. And you look over, and you just see the hyena Zug standing up on its hind legs, and then transforming back into Zug, and then vomiting all over the ground.
Performative.
Was there anything familiar about it?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. I think it takes a couple seconds for me to get excited about, because I was just, again, like, I was excited about the stuff, and then just kind of looking around and being like, and seeing that, and takes me a second to kind of recompose myself, but then I want to get excited for Zug and um, definitely eager to tell everyone.
So as Zug is looking and contemplating his cupcake that he has just won, you all and the crowd is dispersing back to like their tables to back to their drinks or back to their food for that they have gotten before in the feasting orchard. The eating contest table is, fully cleaned off already. You hear the sound of like clapping. Good job, good job. Quite the performance you put on there, Mr. Zug.
Well, I had a little help. You see, I can, here's all I can do.
You turn around and you see who is talking to you. And sitting on a swing on one of these many trees here in the orchard is a halfling. Sorry, gnome. A gnome. She sits on a swing, hanging from the branch of a pear tree, and is just plucking the strings of her lute as she looks at all of you.
Quick question. Did they mention our names as contestants when they started?
Nope.
So she used my name without any other indication that she would know who my name is?
Correct.
I narrow my eyes at her.
Wait, who exactly are you?
She strums her lute once or twice more, and she looks at the group and she says, "Why don't you all come and have a conversation with me?"
Go ahead.
So excited to finally see you.
So this is my assumption is the patron. Can I?
Is it anyone that works here?
Velka and Voda, you have never seen this person before.
And before we go ahead.
I pull off my painting palette from my like the hook on my belt, then run my hand over it like across Velka and myself and sedigitate all the custard away.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I would imagine, like, as you do that, Velka has probably, like, had a handkerchief and was, like, cleaning himself up. And then he just, like shoulders just slump and just big sigh.
It's good to be presentable.
Mm-hmm.
More than happy to have a conversation. What may we call you?
You can call me... Well, my name is Eliwick, but everybody calls me Tumblestrum.
Those don't sound at all like...
I was going to say, usually those that call me is followed by something shorter. Like if your name is Eliwick, then your name would be like El or Ellie.
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 It's Tumblestrum. That's what you can call me. And you are...
All right.
It's a fun name.
You're all already making a name for yourself here. I quite like it. I have definitely chosen well.
Well, I was certainly hope so. We'd have here long enough.
That's why I point at them and go, "Aha! I knew it!"
Yeah,
Why?
so why? Who? And can we not call you something shorter?
Fine, you
Oh,
can
then
call
I like it
me...
when you say that.
You can call me L if you would like to, that's fine. But as I said, my friends call me Tumblestrum.
That sounds cumbersome. But okay.
And that
That
rhymes.
Tumblestrum is cumbersome.
I kind of lean over to the.
The great bard Eminem would
Nearest-
call that slant rhyming.
I was gonna
The
lean
hack.
over to the nearest person and just be like, that was kind of the point.
And yes, I indeed did buy you all tickets for the evening. It was, on the house.
Are you the
So
house?
how do you know who we are?
Well, I've known that you have been destined for great things for some time. And now is just the right place at the right time. You're exactly where and when you're supposed to be.
I was at the dine before, and I don't exactly care for it.
Wait, get you the we're all family here kitchen orientation.
Is this the Olive Garden?
No, this is the feasting orchard, you silly. But do enjoy your time here tonight. There's so much more to see and hear and smell and experience. Ride all the rides. Have fun. Maybe ride a dragonfly or ride a swan. Go into the mystery mine or ride the carousel. Still,
Oh, good.
so much of the night to come. She gets off her swing and walks behind the tree.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll try to circle around the tree to
She's
also
gone.
follow up with a question.
I want
The fuck? She's gone.
Like just around the tree. Even if I quickly run around, there's no way she could be anywhere else.
Correct.
It is very disconcerting.
I run up to the tree and start.
Oh, speaking of disconcerting,
I'm smelling the tree, by the way, to see if I can see it.
There's something. While you guys were barfing on your custard,
There is no such thing.
while you were heaving and gagging, I saw a little girl.
There has a lot of those.
This is a carnival.
She did not look like she looked like she'd been here for a while. Have you work here? How
Yes.
long have you been with the carnival?
I believe this is 8 years. Yes.
It's
Wait.
more or less.
Oh, that's about how long it's been. Well, it's the last time I was on the material plane. Or the last time I was able to visit.
Unfortunately, I do not think that is a coincidence.
Have you ever seen the little girl? Did she have I almost said pig wings, butterfly wings?
No, she did not have any butterfly wings on.
Okay. Have you ever seen a pig mask?
Idea. Have we ever seen a pig mask?
Yeah, like do those masks exist around the carnival?
Give me a. Both of you, Voda and Velka, give me a either. I guess let's call it a history check. Whew, Voda gets it. All right, Voda.
Voda loves the carnival.
So, Voda, you absolutely have heard of. These all have just kind of been like what you attested to as like old wives' tales, you know, of the carnival, just kind of like spooky stories that the Witchlight hands would tell each other, and then they would always be like, they'd always end the story with like, but it's just, you know, it's just a joke, it's not real, like, this could not be, that could not happen. There has always been this kind of like thing where everybody's just kind of seen things out of the corners of their eye, almost exactly what Rosin saw, where there's like, you like, for a brief moment out of the corner of your eye, see a little girl standing in the middle of the crowd in this kind of like dirty and torn dress with a lollipop, or seeing what looks to be like a strange like frog-like, toad-like girl crouched in the darkness between two tents, or what looks to be a shadow drifting through the air between some stalls, or reflected in a mirror in the house in like the illusion hall, like standing right behind you. and then you turn around to look and it's gone. So yeah, there's stories of these like 3 strange children that kind of are seen randomly throughout the carnival. And it's not tied to any location. These stories happen wherever you go.
Have you been listening to Carnival folk? And Vodo is very disconcerted at this point.
No?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's a very
I saw this
variation of Wives' Tale. Why don't we get going? There's so much of the carnival to see.
But it was very weird. I turned around and it's just kind of empty space. There was this, it looked like a little girl and she was holding a really big lollipop and her cloak
Well,
was...
to be fair, you look like a very little girl too.
Okay, but she looked like a very sallow, sunken little girl with a pig's mask and very
if you did
dirty
not worry
clothes.
about it.
But of all life comes in the carnival.
I look around the tree that I've been sniffing at, that the gnome just disappeared. Gnome's gone!
Yeah.
Don't know where she went!
During that whole conversation, Zug has just been like circling the tree multiple times like a dog chasing his tail.
Yeah.
Like, zoop, 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 zoop.
Yep, sniffing the ground, all that.
Well, I guess weird shit going on, huh?
Go to the carousel next. We?
She'll leave you all with Velka. I have to go grab something from my booth. Just kind of start slinking away.
I grab your arm. We have tonight off.
But I forgot my brush. Yes, I need to go get that.
Do you want to have another conversation with the union rep? With the union rep?
Oh god, Fey union reps? Jesus Christ.
Godspeed, sir.
Wasn't going to work, but if someone came along and wanted their face painted, as a favor or part of the carnival.
Wait! I went ahead, carousel! I'll hand face painting! Those both sound good.
The face painting booth is closed tonight.
Oh.
But I can do it for you.
Can you paint my face like a dragon?
I kind of tilt my head a little bit, crouch a little bit to see your actual face.
It's still behind the skull, because I'm still wearing it.
I can paint the skull as I could work with this, yes.
I like it! Let's do that!
I would need my brush, yes.
But the carousel's right here!
One, you get to paint one face.
Voda gets extremely excited.
Alright, what we doing first?
Going to Voda's booth?
I believe we are going to the booth, yes? We?
I'm just basically running in a circle at the moment until we decide where we're going.
Jesus Christ.
Just like a fucking dog.
I just too
energetic
way too much fucking
toddler.
energy. Yeah.
Fucking Red Bulled out of his mind.
It's so much custard sugar!
So you head off to Voda's booth. Doesn't take you too long to get there. It's just kind of off the main thoroughfare here. We'll say it's not too far away from the carousel. You pass by it. You probably maybe it's up here, just a little bit beyond. Voda, you're easily able to get whatever you need from the booth. You unlock it, get inside of it, get out. Is there anything else you wanted to get from there?
Probably not. There's just a oversized paintbrush now on my back. A normal sized paintbrush tucked into my belt.
All right. Are you gonna give Mr. Zug the face paint as requested?
Give him the facial.
Boo.
Technically, I cannot give you the this painting here, and I kind of glance at Velka. Technically, but was we are waiting in line for the carousel?
Okay.
All right.
So you head off to the carousel. Very quickly walk over there, and there's a line of kids who are standing in front of them. See a procession of wooden unicorns standing motionless on a circular wooden platform, and fairgoers clamber onto the unicorns' backs as a female centaur sets the ride in motion. The unicorns shake their manes and creak to life, cantering around the carousel to the delight of their riders. The carousel itself isn't moving. The horses themselves are. As you watch, though, the centaur kind of leans on the fence near the carousel and just kind of disillusionedly watches. Kind of, you can see there's a sadness in her eyes as she just kind of waits for the ride to be over. As the next line of kids get on there, she lets out a long sigh as she makes sure they're all seated on their horses and they ride off again. But meanwhile, in the line, Voda, you want to give Zug a face paint of some sort?
As we get in line, I gently nudge Rosalind and say, "Me to do the horses, yes?"
I heard you nudge.
Rosalind.
Ah.
She made the horse comment earlier.
Oh, yeah, no, I was literally going to comment to Kiwi and be like, you said there were no horses. Sorry, what did you say about the... What was the beginning part of that? I missed it.
Yes.
Yes, we made it.
So after that, I pull the big brush off my back, kind of like swipe it against the ground, and then quickly flick it upwards. A line of like colorful ink before it forms upward, and a living ink tentacle is now kind of undulating right next to me. Is this his friend's
Rose's eyes get really wide.
I just cock my head and look at it and be like, huh, that's weird.
And I put the big brush away, and then I pull out the smaller brush and kind of like firmly grab the tip of the skull and tilt your head downward.
Okay. Oh shit.
Almost immediately, I start having a hushed argument with the tentacle as we both start pointing to different colors on the color palette.
Yeah, the tentacle's the little tip of the tentacle is like boing boing boing, boing 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 boing, and then like makes a little bald fist.
If I try to listen into this, can I hear anything?
I would say that it, Voda, is probably one-sided, right? Like you're just kind of like voicing a conversation to this tentacle that's just kind of mimicking things.
Pretty much, and I'm even though I'm not on the clock, I'm playing it up as more annoyed than I actually am.
Yeah, Zoe, you can totally,
that color won't work with this.
You can totally, everybody who's watching can totally sense that Voda has shifted into like performance mode. And speaking of which, give me a performance check, Voda.
No!
My thing.
My one thing.
Jeez!
Oh my god!
So while standing in line and arguing this little inky tentacle that kind of has, I almost want to imagine that as it's appeared, it almost has that weird kind of, it has a fuzzy outline. Oh, Voda, if you're okay with this, it looks like it is been ripped out of an old-time Steamboat Willie film.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I'm talking about? Where it's everybody else is moving at 60 FPS. Everybody's moving at 60 FPS, and the ink tentacle is moving at like 20. It's just like
It's doing like the rubber leg bounce.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So it just has that strange kind of like, it is literally just the blackest black and the whitest white outline. And you're like, it looks weird. Yeah, it has a white outline. And you're like, you like look at it, and any direction you look at it, Zug, it maintains the same profile.
Yeah, well, I probably don't move much because I'm being painted, but I'm definitely putting that one into my memory banks. And that's some weird shit.
Yep.
I was actually imagining because colors. I was thinking more like that.
Well,
Like kind of like
the Feywild version.
The tentacle's not picking the colors.
Yeah.
There's probably like colors here and there running up and down the tentacle. It's like it's moving ink.
So it's majority black and white then.
Okay.
It's like looking at an oil spill on an asphalt.
And as the face paint is completed, you watch as the last kids get off the carousel, and you guys are up next. The woman who appears to be a centaur motions for you to come forward, and she puts on a smile and she says, "Welcome to the carousel of wonderful unicorns. Jump on them. Oh, hey, Hoda, Velka. It must be your day off. It's nice to see you."
I have a question for you.
Huh? What? Oh, me?
What is your name?
Oh, yes. Hi, I am Diana Cloppington.
Diana. Are
I
you?
love it.
Do you want to be a horse on the carousel?
She looks at you, and you can see the sadness in her eyes, and she says, "No, and before you say it, I am not a centaur. Everybody says I'm a centaur. I am not a centaur. I'm a human who made a bad deal. That's all."
So
I
why
look
do
him
you
up and
feel
down. Sorry, go ahead.
dejected to be here? Is it because you're a I put it in quotes, centaur, that you're stationed at the carousel?
You can't just ask people if they're a centaur.
You can't just please.
I
I'm
will
not.
totally ask. She's just obviously upset.
I'm not one. As I said, I just made a bad deal. Just made a bad deal.
Hey,
They always do.
I live in the material plane, and I don't know if you've noticed I'm a fairy.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah, you got wings, and they're real.
Yeah, so I get called a pixie all the time because people can't tell left from right apparently, and I suppose I'm.
Of course. Have you been to the Pixie Kingdom here at the Witchlight Carnival?
Not yet. However, I was looking at it. However, I know I'm not a pixie, but the material plane folk don't seem to recognize that no matter how many tangents you go on to address the long list of dissimilarities between them. So instead of fighting, I just embraced it. So if you're not a centaur, you're a human that made a bad deal.
Yes, I'm sorry. I can't. Every time that somebody just says that I'm a centaur, it just reminds me about the. You know what?
Let's go back to my original question. Why are you so upset? Just being here.
I wish I could ride these horses, but I can't. And you know what? That's what got me in this problem in the first place. Let's just have a good time. Let's ride the carousel. It's a beautiful time. I just made a bad deal. That's all.
Razin, I think we are holding up the line.
Sorry.
Kind of like firm push her to the carousel.
But
good luck, Diana.
But sorry. I'm.
Oh, tickets.
Right. Yes. One ticket, please. So she once again holds her hand out, takes all of your tickets if you're all riding. And...
Oh no, not me. No, thank you. I get motions.
Oh, I'm sorry, my turtle friend. That's absolutely okay. These horses, they go pretty quick. They definitely go pretty quick.
Yep.
I can't help but notice that you all are something about you. I can't put my finger on it. There's an aura about you. I get a feeling. Sorry. Does that sound weird? I'm sorry.
It's quite
I
odd.
think the weird part is that's not the first time we have heard it tonight.
And then from off to the side, you hear from Zug, ours are pseudoscience!
I'm gonna lean over to Diana. Diana, you said?
Yeah. Yes. It's Diana.
Diana, clop, clop.
The last name has been. The last name was given to me by Mr. Witch and Mr. Light as a performative thing. I don't like it.
I'm not.
Because you're so clever.
Anyway, I lean over to Diana. Do you know about children with pig masks?
Her eyes go wide when you say that, and she says,
Ooh.
You saw it. You saw it too. You've seen it.
I don't know if that has something to do with the aura that you're mentioning, but it doesn't bode well. And when I mentioned it to Voda, it seemed like it was bothersome.
It's a old wives' tale, and lots of people talk about it. But if you're here, are you here for other reasons?
Crystal holding up the line.
Shush. This is important.
Is keeping the carnival going.
She looks at the group and she's just like, did you feel drawn to the carnival tonight? Tonight of all nights specifically.
Very much
well,
so.
Yes!
Drawn away, but
Voda
gotta be nice,
particularly,
Voda.
I think.
She looks around. She says, I told you I made a bad deal. That bad deal was with a hag. I wanted to be reunited with my missing horse, but when I made the deal, and she starts, and she vomits up sap. I can't say anything more. Go and talk to the unicorns. Talk to the horses. Talk to them. Go, quick, get on the ride.
Getting on. Did we punch our tickets?
Yeah, so everybody but Rosin has 2 tickets punched, and then now...
Alright, go ahead.
No, it's just Rosin has 1 punched. If Kiwi's not riding, Kiwi only has 1 punched. And
The rest of it, 2.
The rest of 2, yeah.
Oh, with that urging, I guess I would go.
Okay, you'd go on as well? Okay.
2 punches, yeah.
When she vomited in the sap, I quickly stood in front of her to other guests, and then very quickly cast Prestidigitation.
Okay, yeah, you clean it up. Awesome. So, you get on, as you do that, Voda, she hands you a clay pot of paint and some paintbrushes, and she says, I know you won't need this, but just give this to the others. Can you, I'm gonna close down the carousel for a quick moment for maintenance until it undergoes some essential repairs. Okay? You get me? She winks at you.
I kind of glance around and get a little nervous. Are you sure that's a very good idea?
She nods emphatically. Absolutely. And she canters forward towards the line. She says, sorry, everybody. The carousel has some routine maintenance. The Witchlight Carnival apologizes profusely for this, and all of you get 1 extra punch on your ticket. Don't worry. You can go and ride the dragonflies or the swans, or go and check out the Pixie Kingdom down there to the southwest. It's great. It's excellent. Go. It'll be back open in 20 minutes or so, I promise. And she looks back to you and she's, go, quick, come on.
Okay, I start handing
I'm
out
rolling.
brushes. My excited energy has turned into a very nervous energy.
So as you get up onto the
What?
carousel, you look and you can see that all of the unicorns, there's 8 unicorns and they all ride in pairs. So it's less than what looks like there is on this current image. But, and each of the unicorn wears a name tag on its bridle. And as you look at it, you realize that some of the name tags are legible, while others are worn and indecipherable. So you look and you can see Voda and let's say Rosin. You walk up to the first one. You can see the first 2 unicorns have, one of them has the name Fortune Favors the Bold.
Fortune
the
favors
other?
the old.
Sorry, the first one, I'll say this one says, the first one, these 2 are actually completed. One of them's name is Fortune and the other one's name is Bold. The next one, as though all of you walk up to it and you can all work on this, one of them's name is Fall, F-A-L-L. The other one, you can only read the 2 letters at the beginning, P-R.
Do we have an idea of
Right
how
before
many
the fall.
other letters are missing?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So no, you don't know how many other letters are missing, but Kiwi, you say that, and that seems to fit. You want to fill in the rest of that? You all have like your paintbrushes and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Is it also, just to be clear, is it ordered from outside horse to in, or was it not deterministic that way?
Not really. It's just that one of the two is
Okay.
blank.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Okay. So you fill in the IPRIDE.
Yep.
Okay. As you do that, the ink magically fills, and the name tag seems to complete. You walk over to the third pair, and you look and you can see that one of the unicorns has a tag name Stone, and the other one has a tag reading M blank blank S.
Boss!
Could be mass. Could be a Catholic horse.
No, it doesn't roll.
So, Zug, you fill that one in with your
Yeah.
scraggly handwriting? Okay.
And also, by the way, just because it's probably taller, I'm like doing the jump up to look and like jump, look, do that thing.
Okay.
Right, everybody.
Kid looking in the candy shop window.
I was gonna say, I bet Zug has like impeccable handwriting.
Actually, yes. This is very, very clean.
All right, so you go to the last pair of horses, and this one, on it, one of the tags is complete, and the tag reads Stitch. The last tag reads blank blank N blank.
9.
Blank, blank, and blank.
Yeah, we stitch in 9 stays time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You write in 9.
Yeah.
As you write in 9, all of the horses start to creak to life.
Oh, fuck.
And you hear
Better
over
get my
your
punch
and you
back.
hear behind you as she's kind of talking to those who are kind of like walking by the entrance, like the typical like roller coaster tycoon mode, as there's like pedestrians trying to enter in. Diana calls over her shoulder, "Get on the horses! Get on the horses! They'll tell you! They'll tell you!"
Okay, I will get on 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on Pride.
I'll jump on Moss.
I'm jumping on Fall. Nope, I'm jumping on Bold.
Okay. So as the carousel starts to move,
Wait. Voda,
Hang
what
on,
were you
just
jumping
a
on?
second.
Stitch, I guess.
okay. Excellent.
Boda is very uncomfortable with all of this.
Oh yeah, baby. Alrighty, so as you are riding along this, each of you spinning around on the back of these horses that are kind of creaking and galloping slowly in this kind of weird like semi-animated state around the carousel. The first thing, each of you hear this telepathically imparted to you. And we'll start with Velka. You hear in your mind, the hag you seek has foreseen her own death, which happens during an eclipse. Voda.
The hag you seek has foreseen
her own death, which happens during an eclipse.
Okay.
Voda, you hear... Let's see. The hag you seek is allergic to seeing someone run Windershins.
I am sorry?
The hag you seek is allergic to seeing someone run Windershins.
I know what the hell Windershin is.
Time for you to figure it out. Rosin.
Wittershin.
Oh, Widdershins. It is Widdershins. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can discuss later. Rosin, you hear in your mind, the hag you seek sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature she sees when she wakes up. Zug. You also hear the same thing. The hag you seek sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature she sees when she wakes up.
Okay.
And Kiwi, you hear the same thing that Velka heard. The hag you seek has foreseen her own death, which happens during an eclipse.
So they're associated with the people, not with the horses that we're riding.
Yes. Velka and Kiwi, the next thing you hear as you do another circle, you hear... The hag who holds what you seek lives atop a mountaintop theater. Zug and Rosin, you hear... The hag you seek lives in a dead, hollowed-out tree in a sylvan forest.
Who seeks that one, sorry?
That one is Zug and... that one is Rosin and Zug, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then Voda, you hear... The hag you seek lives in a rambling cottage on stilts in a fey swamp.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And then as the ride comes to a slow stop, you each hear Velka and Kiwi hear, the hag who holds what you have lost is Endalyn Moongrave. And I'll type that out for you. What? Rosin and Zug, you hear, the hag that you seek, that holds what you have lost, is Skabatha Nightshade.
That's how close I get to this.
It's literally spelled like it sounds.
Damn. Oh, nope. I use a C. Damn.
I did not get the K.
Yeah.
And
I also used C.
and Boda.
Yeah, I fucking wonder.
You actually know, you wonder, but
probably
it's
not.
yeah. The hag that you seek that has what you have lost is Bavlorna Blightstraw.
Yaga.
Really avoiding that Baba Yaga, ain't they?
And then as the ride comes to a creaking halt, you all hear, like, as these, like, all of those names of, like, Endolin Moongrave, Scabbeth and Nightshade, Bavlorna Blightstraw, as all of that stops, you all hear in unison of the Hourglass Coven. And then the ride comes to a halt.
Shit.
And that's where we're going to end for the evening.
Yep.
Okay.
Woo! Man, there's so much going on already. Holy shit.
And that's just
Alright.
our, let's see, and that, I'm going to advance. I will advance the hour counter to, let's say, hour 2.
Oh, shit.
And it might advance quicker.
Ah. Okay, so this is, okay, top left is timeline.
Yep.
Bottom right is mood.
Yes, and so far, nothing you have done has improved or lessened the mood of the carnival.
Oh, okay.
Not even the contest?
There was some stuff that could have happened
Or
that would have...
shutting down the carousel.
I think
Yeah, that wasn't
was-
us.
they-
We made
they
it net
neutralized.
neutral.
Right? Like,
Yep.
In balance, as all things should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll pick up here next time as you continue to explore the carnival.
Shit's wild.
Yeah, this is fucking great. I love
Onto
this.
the Witchlight.
Oh yay!
Straight
I
up
get to deal
pay,
with Baba
yo.
Yaga.
I mean, you don't have to. You could just give up.
We're gonna get to the end of the carnival and we're all just gonna go home.
Wow, everyone, that was really
Cool,
fun.
guys, that was
See you
fun.
later.
Yeah,
End
nice
of
meeting
campaign.
y'all.
exactly.
See you all in 8 years.
So yeah, we have some interesting characters that you've met tonight. One of them being your strange benefactor, Eliwick Tumblestrum. And
can you post that for for the spelling?
yeah. Oh, actually, I can post you the image of what it.
Oh, okay. Double bonus.
Hopefully more tumble than strum.
Okay, we are back.
Alrighty. There he is. Feasting Orchard. Ah, there we go. There's Eliwick.
Oh, I love the gecko.
You definitely left out the most important part of her character.
Yeah, what the hell?
The gecko wasn't there in this instance.
Oh.
Well, we definitely would have been more likely
Yeah.
to go with her if she was.
Her
What do you
fault.
mean- What do you mean go with her? She didn't ask you to go with her.
Be friendly, I guess.
Oh.
Like,
What is that?
go along with, not like follow.
Yeah.
What is that in the neck of the lute?
Dollar bill?
Okay.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Oh, so the Feywild invented paper currency while the rest of the goddamn planes still use gold coins. Got it. And soul coins, I guess.
Actually, no. If you can tell me, if you can guess correctly what that is, I will give you something.
Oh.
Not a ticket to the
$1.
carnival, is it?
Sorry, what was that, Neon?
Not a ticket to the carnival, is it?
Nope. This is kind of it's. I'm not gonna reveal what it is because it's interesting.
It's not a positive COVID test.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like
Definitely germ infested. It's like spores. Shiny spores.
Nope.
It looks like a whirl.
it's not a. I don't know. It's got like a 3 or something on it. And some other small writing. It looks like if you told me it was paper currency, I'd believe you. But
It's not paper currency.
yeah,
It's cardboard currency.
It is
It looks like a miniature
Oh
flying.
no,
carpet.
you're right there, Derpy. It is cardboard of sorts.
Cardboard, you
Okay.
It's a Magic the Gathering card.
Barley.
Well, Boogie got it.
Wait,
Ah,
no.
It's a collectible card.
oh my god.
It's seriously a collectible card.
It's a Magic the Gathering card.
Wait, really?
What?
It's amazing.
That's the fact.
How? As
I
a
will-
trophy, I stole your prize.
I will leave it. I will leave it at that as to your interactions with them tonight, etc.
It's not even the back of the card.
It's a artistic rendition of it.
Then that's bullshit.
Open seas.
Then that's
It's
not
like showing
what
a
it is.
that's like showing a picture of a waterfall and saying no, it's actually fire. Fuck
Wait,
no.
also
That
just-
off,
No,
Jesus.
it's not.
Okay, going back to this
Like
whole
saying
It's
that-
Eliwick,
nothing like a
Yu-Gi-Oh
Magic the
card.
Gathering card.
going back to this whole Eliwick
I can see
situation. What did she say exactly? Or what was her like main thing?
Oh,
It's
her
oh yes,
her
I,
fucking little line that she said to you.
yeah. She's like, yeah, I paid for
She
your
said
shit.
she
now.
said yeah. No, she said that she paid for your stuff, and she said that you're exactly where and when you're supposed to be.
Okay. Oh, and also asked if we felt drawn here. God, this is gonna be my, especially for our first session. This is the most note-heavy one I've
No, I
ever
thought
done.
Diana asked if we were drawn here.
Diana asked if you were drawn
Eliwick
there.
didn't
Yeah,
ask
sorry.
if we were drawn here.
Oh,
Eliwick-
oh,
No,
oh,
Eliwick
oh,
knew you were drawn here.
Yes. Okay. Just to be. How do you spell carousel?
Russell. All right, I'm gonna end the stream, and I'll be right back into chat in a sec.
Okay.
All right. Thank you all for hanging out, chilling with us tonight. It's been an excellent first session of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And I think the players are starting to find that there is more to this carnival than meets the eye, which is what I love about this. We'll be back next week with more shenanigans as we get more into this wonderful, wonderful campaign. Excuse me. Take care, everybody. We're out of here.